Some people live their lives hiding secrets, but what if someone could see every connection you ever made, and every one of those connections could destroy you? Shin Hyun-hup has lived most of her life in silence. She doesn't go outside, she barely speaks, but she sees the world differently. Floating above people's heads are red lines, strings that connect them to others they've slept with. These are the S lines. She's seen them since she was a child, and she's never stopped being afraid of them. As a young girl, she once drew red lines above her father's head. Her mother, horrified, pieced together what they meant. That moment shattered their family and turned Hyun-hup into someone who watches from behind closed windows. One night, Hyun-hup sees a delivery man walking into her neighbor's house. The S-line over his head glows bright, but twisted. Something about him feels wrong. She calls the police. That's when we meet Detective Han Ji-wook, level-headed, professional. He interviews her in her dark apartment, but doesn't yet understand what she sees. The call seems like a misunderstanding. The neighbor knows the man. Case closed. Or so it seems. Hours later, the delivery man returns, this time with a knife. Hyun-hup tries to warn the neighbor, but she's too late. The woman is stabbed. Hyun-hup intervenes, and is stabbed too. Blood spreads fast, until Ji-wook bursts in and shoots the man dead. As the man collapses, his final words send chills through the room. The lines are disappearing. Ji-wook doesn't know what it means, but Hyun-hup does. Back home, Ji-wook cares for his niece, Kang Seon-ah, a quiet, withdrawn girl hiding bruises and secrets. She mentions Shin Hyun-hup as someone she once knew. Middle school, a silent friendship, a shared wound. As Hyun-hup recovers, a message appears on her screen. I can see the world you see. Come to Ark High School. She stares at it in silence. Maybe her isolation is finally cracking, or maybe it's about to become more dangerous than ever. Ji-wook begins investigating. On the dead man, he finds glasses, nearly identical to Hyun-hup's. Whoever wore them could see the S-lines too. At the same time, a familiar face returns. Kang Seon-ah, Hyun-hup's former classmate and Ji-wook's niece. She's quiet, bruised, and bullied. She says little, but she notices everything. Classmates mock her, pushing her locker door open and tearing at her dignity. A teacher named Lee Gyu-jin steps in. His calm authority halts the harassment. At school, Seona finds the glasses in her locker. She puts them on, and the world changes. Red lines stretch over every head. Her classmates, her uncle, even the teachers. It's overwhelming and empowering. One line leads to something scandalous. She sees her classmate, Hae Young, connected to a teacher, Bae Sung-jin. She takes a photo of them entering a motel and demands money, 20 million won to leave Ji-wook's house for good. At school, Seona confronts Hee Young. Anger explodes. On the rooftop, Seona nearly falls, saved only by Hyun-hup's last-second reach. But instead of gratitude, Seona screams, being saved by her? That's the deepest humiliation. Things escalate. The glasses are stolen. The power shifts again. That night, Seona meets the teacher again on the rooftop. This time, she demands more than money. She wants freedom. She wants truth. She steps closer to the edge, and this time, she falls. The ability to see S-lines was never a gift. It was a burden, and now it's becoming a weapon.